Hi, this is Mrs. P, and I am back with Junie B. Jones Loves Handsome Warren, and we are going to get through Chapter 5, maybe Chapter 6, we'll just see. Chapter 5, Hooray for Princess Clothes. That night at dinner, a great idea came in my head. It came during my macaroni. "Hey, I just thought of it," I shouted. "I just thought of how to get that handsome guy to love me." I stuffed in more macaroni. "Hurry, everybody, eat, eat. We gotta go to the mall before it closes." And then, just then, 2 macaronis fell out of my mouth and onto the floor, and my dog named Tickle ate them. And Daddy made a face. "Hey, hey, hey, slow down. What's the hurry?" he said. "We gotta go to the mall. That's what's the hurry. We have to buy me a princess dress. Plus, I also need some shoes with lightning." Mother and Daddy looked funny at me. That's how come I had to explain all about Handsome Warren, and how he loved Lucille's princess dress, and how he loved Grace's fast shoes. And so now I will get a princess dress, plus also I will get shoes with lightning, and then Warren will love me too. I wiped my mouth with my hand, and then I quick jumped down from my chair. "Excuse me, please. Excuse me from the table, 'cause I'm all filled up." I run down the hall, and I zoomed into the nursery, and the nursery is where my baby brother named Ollie lives. "You guys do the dishes," I hollered to Mother and Daddy. "I'll put Ollie's sweater on his head, 'cause that will save us some time, I think." I quick climbed into Ollie's crib, and then I tried to pull that baby sweater on him, only his giant head didn't fit through the hole. And then he waked up from his nap. Oh my God. Then he started to cry very loud. I heard loud feet running in the hall. "Junie B. Jones, what do you think you're doing?" yelled an angry voice. It was Mother. And look, there's her little brother Ollie screaming, and there's Junie B. just trying to be helpful. Ooh, there's Mother's mad face. She ran in the room and picked up baby Ollie, and she patted his giant head. "That's quite a melon he has there," I said very quiet. And baby Ollie just kept on crying. Does it look that big? Well, it's probably big for the sweater. "Want me to get a leash?" I asked Mother, "'cause let's put him on a leash, okay? 'Cause he is all jazzied up, I think, and so how will we even control him at the mall?" Mother rolled her eyes way back in her head. "We are not going to the mall, Junie B. We are not going anywhere." I stamped my foot. Yes, I said, we have to. We have to go to the mall and get my princess dress and my shoes with lightning, or else that boy will not love me, I tell you." Mother closed her eyes and she did some deep breaths, and then her voice got softer. Okay, Junie B, I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen carefully," she said. "You don't make friends by wearing new dresses or shoes with lightning. You make new friends by being fun to be with, and by being nice to people, and by caring about their feelings." She lifted me out of the crib. "And honesty is important too, Junie B," she said. "You have to be honest with people, and that means that you can't pretend to be someone you're not." And she smoothed my hair. "You're not Lucille, Junie B, and you're not Grace either. You're just you. You're just Junie B. Jones, and believe me, that's a big enough job for anyone." I did a sniffle. Also, I did a snort and a swallow. "Yeah, only I know I'm Junie B. Jones," I said. I just want to be Junie B. Jones in a princess dress." I put my head on her shoulder. "Didn't you ever want a princess dress when you were a little girl?" I asked. "Huh, Mother, didn't you?" Mother didn't answer. She was thinking it over, probably. And just then, I looked over her shoulder. I saw a new toy on Baby Ollie's shelf. Hey, what's that, Mother? What's that on that shelf there? Is that a new teddy bear I see? I run and I pulled that guy down. Look, Mother. Look what this bear is wearing. It is a ribbon made out of rich red velvet, and that is exactly the kind of cloth I've been looking for. I took the bow off the teddy and I held it next to my hair. How do I look, huh, Mother? Do I look like a beautiful princess? Do I look gorgeous, huh? Do I? And just then I felt happy and sparkly inside. And I quick kissed Mother and zoomed out of the room, 'cause maybe there was more princess clothes right in my very own house. Okay, we have time for Chapter 6. Chapter 6, Speechless. The next day, that Grace saw me on the bus, and her mouth came all the way open. I smiled very gorgeous. I know why you're looking at me like that, Grace, I said. Mother said when people saw me, they would be speechless. I fluffed my hair. Speechless is when your mouth can't speech, I explained. That Grace pointed at my neck. What is that? Is that a dog collar you're wearing? She said. I laughed and laughed at her. You silly head, Grace, I said. Don't you know anything? This is a lovely collar of jewels. It is the kind of jewels that princesses wear, only I didn't even know we had this gorgeous thing. I found it where Mother keeps the dog food, only I don't actually know why it got put there. I holded out my arms. And did you notice these, Grace? Did you notice my long white princess gloves? They're the kind of gloves that Cinderella wears, and Cinderella is a real, actual princess. Plus, also, she does floors. I pointed at my head. And what about this golden crown I'm wearing? It's from a real, actual Diary Queen. Wait a minute. No, wait. Did I read that wrong? Am I going to get back to the right thing? It's from the real Dairy Queen. Not Diary Queen. Plus, also, I have red velvet bows on my sneakers, and Mother even drew lightning on their sides, just like yours. I twirled all around. Just wait till Handsome Warren gets a load of me now. Right, Grace? Now that guy will have to love me, 'cause who wouldn't? Grace slumped down in her seat. She didn't talk the whole rest of the way to school. Guess what else? When the bus got to school, she didn't even wait for me again. She ran right straight to Handsome Warren without me. I tried to race her, but my collar of jewels scratched my neck. Plus also my golden crown fell off my head. Handsome Warren was sitting on the ground. His face was hiding in his knees. I pushed my way in front of Lucille and that Grace, and then I tapped him on the head. Hello, how are you today? I'm wearing princess clothes, I told him. Handsome Warren didn't look up. I tapped on his head again. Yeah, only I actually think you should get a load of me, 'cause Grandma Miller says I'm quite a sight, I said. Lucille rolled her eyes. Won't do you any good to talk to him, Junie B. He's not talking to anyone, she said. Not even to me, said that Grace. I squatted down next to that guy and stared real hard. How come you're not talking, huh? Huh, Warren? Does the cat have your tongue? Here's the picture. Junie B. and Lucille and Grace. She just bonks him on the head and asks him questions. So Junie B's outfit's kind of cute, actually. I waited very patient, and then I leaned closer to his ear. I said, does the cat have your tongue, Warren? All of a sudden, Handsome Warren raised up his head. Go away, he shouted. All of you, go away and leave me alone. I stayed squatted a real long time, and then I stood up very quiet. And I looked at that Grace and Lucille. Good news, I said. He talked. After that, all of us kept on standing there, because we didn't actually know how to handle this situation. That's why. Finally, Lucille did a huffy breath at him. You're not being nice, Warren. You used to be nice, but now you're not, and so I don't even want to be your friend today. Me either, said that Grace. I don't want to be your friend today either. Then both of those guys held hands, and they stomped away from there very furious. Handsome Warren raised up one eyeball to see if they're gone. I quick bended down and looked into it. The eyeball. Hello, how are you today? I said. I'm wearing princess clothes. Handsome Warren did a groan, and then he closed his eyeball, and he hided his face again. Okay, next time it's chapter 7 and 8, and then I think... Oh, no, we can do chapter 7 now, and then next week we can be on to a different book. Chapter 7, Knock Knock. I sat down next to Handsome Warren. Guess what? I'm not even going to bother you, I said. I'm just going to sit here and mind my own personal beeswax, and that's all. And then I thought a little bit. Plus, here's another good thing. You don't even have to look at my princess clothes if you don't want to, because clothes is not how I make friends, I said. Handsome Warren didn't move. I looked at his head. Guess what? There's something in your hair, I told him. I looked harder at that thing. I think it's a tiny leaf. Or else maybe it's a piece of Kleenex, I said. He still didn't move. Want me to brush it off for you, I asked, because that would not be any trouble, and I would be happy to do it. I waited very patient for him to answer, and then I tapped on him some more. Yeah, only I really think you should do something, because what if somebody blowed their nose on a teeny Kleenex, and then it flied in the wind and got stuck in your hair? Do you ever think of that, huh? Because that would not be pleasant. He didn't answer. Whoever wants me to get the Kleenex out of his hair, raise your hand, I said. And all of a sudden, Handsome Warren uncovered his angry face. I thought you weren't going to talk, he hollered. I thought you were going to mind your own personal beeswax. I smiled, very cute. Yeah, only I am minding my own personal beeswax, Warren, I said. I just needed to tell you about the tiny Kleenex. And so now I'm all done talking. Period. The end. Handsome Warren rolled his eyes way up at the sky, and he covered up with his arms again. I waited some more. Okay, well, here's the problem, I said. The teeny Kleenex is still there, and so how would you like me to handle this? Handsome Warren put his hands over his ears. Stop it, he yelled. Stop talking to me. Why are you sitting here anyway? Why don't you just go with your stupid friends and leave me alone? 'Cause I'm being nice, that's why, I said. Plus, also, I am understanding your feelings on account of Mother said that is how I make friends. Handsome Warren did a grouchy face. I'm not your friend, he said. I don't have any friends at this school. All my friends were at my other school, but then my dad made me move here, and now nothing is the same, and I hate this place. I hate it. I hate it. And then he quick hided his head in his knees again, and he started to cry. He tried to be quiet, only I still could hear him sniffling in there, and it made me feel sad inside. I patted him very gentle. Sorry, Warren. Sorry you feel bad. Sorry, I said real soft. And just then a good idea popped in my head. Hey, I know. Maybe I could get you a Band-Aid. Would you like that, Warren? 'Cause sometimes Band-Aids make things better. Or else, here's another good idea. Maybe I could tickle you, 'cause tickling makes you laugh, right? And so I would be glad to give it a try. I jiggled him. Want to try on my golden crown, Warren, huh? Want to? 'Cause a golden crown makes you feel like $1,000,000. I took it off to give to him. He didn't take it. I put my golden crown on the ground. And then I took off my princess collar and my Cinderella gloves, and I put them on the ground too. After that, I sat very still, and I listened to Warren being sad. And finally, I did a sigh. And I tried my very last idea. Knock, knock, I said. Handsome Warren didn't answer. Knock, knock, I said a little bit louder. And then I just kept on saying knock, knock until the guy got sick of it. Oh, God, that sounds so much like me. Oh, all right. Who's there? He grouched. Hatch, I said. Hatch who? Said Handsome Warren. Ha ha, made you sneeze. Get it, Warren? Get it? You said hatch you. Did you get it? Knock, knock, I said again. Handsome Warren peeked one eye at me. Who's there? He said. Ash, I said. Ash you, said Handsome Warren. Ha! You did it again, Warren. I made you sneeze again. You said ash you, and so that was another good one, right? Handsome Warren raised up his head. His face didn't look as mad. Knock, knock, I said. Who's there? Said Handsome Warren. Kook. Cuckoo, he said. I made a fist at that guy. Hey, who are you calling cuckoo, mister? And just then, Handsome Warren did a teeny smile, and he waited for a second, and then he smiled some more. Knock, knock, he said. Who's there? Icy, said Handsome Warren. Icy who? Icy London, Icy France, Icy Lucille's underpants, he said. And I clapped and clapped. Me too, Warren. I saw those things too, because that crazy kook is always twirling around in those bouncy dresses, that's why. And all of a sudden, my whole face lighted up. Knock, knock. Who's there? Said Handsome Warren. Irish. Irish who? Irish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. I sang real loud, and then me and Handsome Warren started laughing real hard, and we holded our sides, and we rolled all around on the ground. You are a nutball, said Handsome Warren. And you are a nutball too, I said back. And so here they are, just laughing and laughing. She didn't even need any of her princess stuff. We are both nutballs, he said. And so after that, me and Nutball Warren rolled and laughed all around in the grass until the bell rang. Because that's what nutballs do, of course. Plus, also, me and him were brand new friends, I think. And that is called Happily Ever After. And that's the end of Junie B. Jones Loves Handsome Warren. Okay, next week we start with a new Junie B. Jones book. Bye.